Welcome to Safety First, Amendment Second. I want to do a brief video on the Walther PDP. It's a great firearm that I have in the collection. About 8 or 9 years ago, when I first got back into shooting, I picked up a Glock 19. Previously, was kind of into third generation Smiths in the early 90s. Got back into shooting, like I said, about 8 to 9 years ago. Picked up a Glock 19, shot it very well, and for a while there I was just all Glock. In my search to find the perfect striker fired handgun for me, I landed on the Walther PDP. In that process, like I said, I had a few Glock 19s that I shot. I've shot P320s, had a couple of those in the collection. This was before the controversy and the issues showed up. Additionally, I had a FN 509T, which again I liked as well. But after shooting all those, I came back to the Walther PDP. I first bought a PDP Compact when they were first released. I want to say it was spring of 21. That could be wrong actually. But whenever they were first released, I picked up a Walther PDP. Currently, in the recent configuration that I really like is the Walther PDP Pro Compact. All firearms on the table have been safety checked, no ammunition around. But the PDP Pro Compact, I find, is just the perfect striker fired pistol for me. The grip is excellent. It just works for me very well. The PDP Pro Compact actually comes with a threaded barrel, and it comes with a dynamic performance trigger. This trigger was definitely the best factory trigger on any striker fired that I've bought. I know you can put additional triggers in a firearm, but the PDP Pro Compact actually comes with the trigger and the threaded barrel. The other thing I've done with this firearm is I've added backup height sights and then a Hollow Sun 507C with an ACSS Vulcan reticle in green, again for my astigmatism. Oh, the other thing that this thing comes with stock is the magwell, which is just an excellent value for this gun over a regular PDP. So if you ever want to put a compensator on it, it has a threaded barrel with it, and this thing is just a great firearm. The other thing that I've done with these firearms, all of my PDPs, is I put a brass back strap on the back. On the PDP Pro Compacts, these are Taylor Freelance brass back straps. On the PDP F, I've got a Loke Grips back strap on that one. Additionally, I said I put the backup sights on it, and that's basically all I needed to do to this firearm to really make it mine. Oh yeah, the other thing that I did on the PDP Pro Compacts, on both of them that are sitting at the table, I also actually added a DPM Captured Recoil System. I'm fine with I was looking for a metal guide rod recoil system to put in this thing, and I just got searching, and for whatever reason I went with the DPM Captured after reading a lot of different opinions online. I found that it really, I don't know that it makes this thing shoot softer, but it definitely is different. I would say, if I can describe it the best, is it seems to just smooth out the recoil, so you don't get a quick, like, violent recoil. It smooths it out some. I would say it still has, your normal recoil, but it just feels different and it just smooths it out. The other PDP Pro that I've got, also brass back strap, DPM Captured Recoil System, backup height sights. These things take Glock sights, which is excellent. I put them in myself, which was not too big of a problem with the sight pusher. And then this one has a Harrington Arms compensator on it. So with this one, again, I don't know that the Harrington Arms compensator necessarily reduces the recoil, the felt recoil, I'll say, but it does have a quicker return on target. So for a second shot or follow-up shots, it definitely makes a difference in that way. Then the other one firearm that I've got, the PDP, is a PDP F 3.5. Again, the backstrap on this, different height sights. It's got the stock recoil spring in this firearm as well, and stock trigger. Stock trigger on the PDPs are still fantastic, even if it's not the performance dynamic trigger. This is a firearm that I have in the safe. I shoot it rarely, and I don't carry it because I carry a P365 XL. However, this thing is also just a fantastic firearm, the PDP F. And for me, my medium hands, this grip is very nice on the PDP F. It definitely works for me, even though I'm not female. And however, the regular PDP compact grip, even though it's bigger, it still works very well for my hands. So again, 3 PDPs in my safe, great gun. After trial and error, this one's the one that actually definitely works for me. And just a quick shout out too to Odin Holsters. So Odin Holsters out of Utah, they seem to be my go-to at this point. If they make it for my gun, I will typically go to Odin Holsters to get a holster for it. So they are custom. These actually I run with fork, Safariland QLS fork. So I run these in a Safariland drop down when we're on range, doing drills, things like that. And then this would be an outside the waistband minimalist holster with an open end for the compensator. So if I ever carry a PDP, which I haven't really done because like I said, I carry the SIG P365 XL, but if I wanted everyone to carry it, this would be a great holster to do it. I've got another one out there very similar to these that's outside the waistband for a light as well. But again, quick shout out to Odin Holsters. I think they do great work. Just fantastic stuff. So again, for me, the PDP Pro Compact, great features for the money. You don't have to really do much to it at all. I chose to do a couple things to mine with the back strap. But again, just stock OEM, it's great. I will say, if I go back to that brass backstrap though, that just few extra ounces really just makes it sit nicely in the hand. It just seems like it falls into the hand really nicely with that backstrap, and I'm just a big fan. So it doesn't add that much more weight, and again, it just balances out the gun very nicely. So again, safety first, amendment second, just a little more in-depth dive on my PDPs and what I've done with them. And again, for a striker fire pistol, it works for me. It's the best for me. I know there's a lot of different options out there, but again, the PDP is a great option. Take care, be safe, and happy shooting.